Đúng rồi, kính thưa quý vị, là nhiều khi khi mà những cái người này được hứa rất là nhiều điều khi mà họ qua một cái nước khác để mà họ làm việc thì họ bị nhốt. Có nhiều người họ nhốt hoặc là họ không có được làm này làm cái kia, họ không có tiền bạc, không có được đi đâu hết. Vì vậy nó làm cho tâm thần của những cái người này rất là buồn và họ không khỏe. Và vì vậy mà không những là cái chương trình CAMSA này không những là giúp những nạn nhân này ra khỏi cái tình trạng đó, mà còn giúp họ về tinh thần và làm sao mà những cái người này có thể đến về nước của mình được và nói lại với những người khác để mà họ không có lâm vào những cái tình trạng như vậy. So one of my other thing is how did you guys even come about? Because I feel like if there's a factory or a company that's doing this, they're going to keep it under wrap. How did you guys even know that this was happening?
It's pretty interesting. Dr. Tang told me that the first handful of cases that we got, I shouldn't say the first, but a handful of cases that were referred to us were actually from Vietnamese Americans. Oh. And they called and they said, we have relatives that are stuck in Asia. Oh. So, and they were seeking advice. So that's kind of where
that's how we knew that it existed.
And then there were other NGOs, non-governmental organizations in Malaysia that were doing this type of work. So that's kind of where it got started. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah.
And so now, after one success, now people, recognize CAMSA, and then that's where the other cases are brought to you. Mm-hmm. Now, what are some of the service area? Because I know you've been mentioning Malaysia. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where else?
Right now, CAMSA has a formal operation in Penang, Malaysia, and Kuala Lumpur. Like I said earlier, we're going to open up an office in Taiwan soon, and we're looking for partner organizations for Thailand. But we've also been involved in cases in the Middle East, in Jordan, for example. Oh. There was a major labor trafficking case out there, lots of violations that involved the Vietnamese government, and it involved police harassment. Mm. A lot of these people were abused, right. To say the least.
That's really funny because, when we talk about human rights here in the U.S. alone, we deal with it, I think, every day to an extent, whether it's the police that's, not treating you right, or, racism, or, little things like that. But now you imagine going overseas where, these people are already vulnerable. I can't imagine how difficult that is for them.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult, and what's important to remember is that these people are just trying to find a living, right, to support their family, and I'm sure you could understand that, and I definitely do. And to be able to go into that situation thinking you're going to help your family, and being stuck in a situation where not only could you not help them, but you're going to have to call on them to help you.
Exactly.
But it is. We also got to keep in mind that it's a transnational problem. Like I said, a lot of these products that these people are being forced to make are sold right here in the United States. So I encourage everybody to keep an eye out and read up. Go to our website and look at what companies are involved in labor trafficking and
right, because you never know, the pen that you're using to write is the same one that was made by people who are being mistreated.
Definitely.
Okay, so before we end the show, what I know that you're working on an initiative, joining the youth together. Can you tell me about that and what message you have for the youth?
Sure. Well, with all the successes that we've had with CAMSA, our mission's far from over. We've worked on a very limited budget, so we are looking at to set up champion teams all across the country to help us fundraise for our operation. And it's a great way for the youth to meet other young professionals that are interested in this type of work and to really make a difference in other people's lives. And it's a great way to do it and have fun at the same time. So we're looking for people, strong leaders, to come together with just strong social networking skills to bring people together. And whether it be a happy hour or a dinner party at somebody's house, just get the word out.
Right, or even advocacy or campaign.
Yes.
So if you are a youth listening out there, I strongly urge you to join CAMSA, the Coalition to Abolish Modern Day Slavery. in Asia. That is, and you know, with this, it's a great opportunity, like you know, Phong had said, for you to work with other youth like yourself, you know, young, talented youth who have a passion, you know, just like Phong does in human rights and social justice. And if you have any questions, you can contact Phong at
phongd.le@bpsos.org.
You can contact Phong at phongd.lay@bpsos.org. If you have any questions or if you're interested in helping with this coalition. Once again, thank you. Cảm ơn Phong đã có mặt ngày hôm nay. Thank you so much for being here and you know just taking the time to talk to me. You know, tell me a little more about CAMSA.
Thank you, Paula, and thank you everybody else for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Dạ vâng, kính thưa quý vị, Play mong là quý vị đã cùng Play tiếp chuyện với lại Phong và cũng rất là thích cái buổi nói chuyện này. Mục đích của Play là muốn nói lên không những là ở nước Mỹ mình đang có những sự kiện đang xảy ra với những người ở trong cộng đồng mình, nhưng mà những nước khác, những người Việt Nam mà đang làm lao động ở những nước khác như là Thái Lan hoặc Malaysia, họ cũng đang trải qua những cái tình trạng mà mình không muốn. Ở đây thì mình có những vấn đề về những cái nhân quyền của người ở đây, thì ở bên đó họ cũng bị như vậy. Nếu mà quý vị nào muốn giúp tay thì xin một lần nữa xin quý vị hãy email phongd.lay@bpsos.org. Và xin hẹn gặp lại quý vị kỳ sau của chương trình Gặp Gỡ Tuổi Trẻ. We'll see everyone next time on Meet the Youth. Và xin chúc quý vị một ngày thật vui vẻ. Xin kính chào quý vị.